Hi everyone, welcome back to Prakash Tutorials. In this video, I am going to discuss about Viterbi algorithm. There are three methods for decoding the convolutional codes. So that are Viterbi algorithm, feedback decoding, sequential decoding. So these three are the methods of convolutional codes, decoding methods of convolutional codes. Now here in this video, we are going to discuss about Viterbi algorithm decoding method of convolutional codes. And what is Viterbi algorithm? The Viterbi algorithm operates on the principle of maximum likelihood decoding and achieves optimum performance. The maximum likelihood decoder has to examine the entire received sequence Y and find a valid path which has the smallest Hamming distance from the received sequence Y. But there are 2 to the power of n possible paths for the message sequence of capital N bits. So before we explain the Viterbi algorithm, for the decoding of convolutional codes, it is necessary to define two terms. So that are metric and surveying path. And what is metric? The metric is defined as the Hamming distance of each branch of each surveying path from corresponding branch of Y. So Y is the received signal. The metric is defined by assuming that zeros and ones have the same transmission error probability. And the second important factor in Viterbi algorithm is surveying path. The surveying path is defined as the path of the decoded signal with minimum metric. So that is, let the received signal be represented by Y. Y is the received signal. The Viterbi algorithm decodes assigned to each branch of each surveying path of a metric, and by summing the branch matrix we get the path matrix. The branch matrix can be determined by summing the branch matrix. We can get path matrix. So that is the metric and surveying path definition. Suppose for example we have to consider the received signal Y is equal 110111. In previous videos we have already discussed code tree diagram, code trellis diagram and state diagram. So the code tree diagram we have already discussed clearly. in that concept, consider the code trellis diagram of figure for the 2, 1, 2 encoder. It shows that for the current state A in that concept, A is the current state. The next state can be either A or B. So depending on the message bit message bit M0 is equal to 0 is to be transmitted, and the message bit M0 is equal to 1 to be transmitted. So that is already discussed in my previous videos in the concept of code tree and code trellis concepts. So now here in this diagram, the first step in the Viterbi algorithm, now here A0 represents the initial states, A1 and B1 represents the next possible state. And what is the initial state A0? The initial state A0 is equal to 0, 0 initial state. So now here in this diagram, solid line represents solid line represents message bit 0 is to be transmitted, and dashed lines represents message bit 1 is to be transmitted. Solid line represents message bit M0 is equal 0 is to be transmitted, and the dashed lines represents message bit M0 is equal to 1 is to be transmitted. So now here in this diagram, the number in the brackets. So what is the number in the brackets? This is the 2 number in the brackets. This is the 0 number in the brackets. So written below the branch represents the branch metric value. That branch metric value is obtained by taking the difference between the encoded signal and the corresponding received signal. So now here the received signal y is equal to 1 1 is the received signal and A0 is the initial state and the message bit 0 is to be transmitted. Message bit M0 is equal 0 is to be transmitted. The encoded signal in this path is 0 0 and the encoded signal in this path 1 1. So the metric distance can be determined. So comparing the difference between received signal and encoded signal. So 1 1 is the received signal, 0 0 is the received signal and the difference between these two signals. So now here the signals are differ. Now here 1 1 and 0 0. So now here in these two signals, the two locations differ their elements. So 1 0 1 0, two locations are differ. So the branch metric is 2. And in this path A0 to B1, A0 to P1, the encoded signal is 1 1 and the received signal is 1 1. Now here the received signal and encoded signal both are the same. So the branch metric is 0. Next calculate the running path metric. Running path metric. So the encircle numbers in this diagram, the encircle numbers at the right end of the each branch represents the running path metric. So this running path metric is determined by summing the branch metrics from A0. So A0 to A1, the branch metric is 2. So summing this branch metric, we get running path from path A0 to A1. And path A0 to B1, the branch metric is 0. By summing the branch metric, we get the running path metric. So the running path metric is 0 here. So when the next part of the input bits. Now here what is the received signal? 1 1 0 1 1 1 is the input signal. So first here consider the received signal is 1 1 and next consider the received signal is 0 1. And the second step in the Viterbi algorithm, when the next part of input bit is that is y is equal to 0 1, that is the second part. So now here the received at the nodes A1 and B1. A1 and B1 are the received nodes. So this A1 is the initial state. That initial state is divided into two possible next states. And what are the two possible next states from this A1 initial state? A2 and B2. And B1 is the initial state here. This initial state is divided into two possible next states. So that are C2 and D2. So A1 and B1 received at the nodes, then four possible branches emerge from these two nodes. So the four possible next states are A2, B2, C2, D2. So now here A1, the initial state is 0, 0 and solid line represents message bit 0 is to be transmitted and dashed lines represents message bit 1 is to be transmitted. So from this initial state 0 0, so A1 to A2 the encoded signal is 0 0 and A1 to B2 the encoded signal is 1 1. And this is the B1 and what is the next state? 0 1 is the next state. In that 0 1 next state message bit 0 is to be transmitted, we get the encoded signal is 1 0 and message bit 1 is to be transmitted, the encoded signal is 0 1. And this type of the concept we have already discussed in the concept of code tree and code trellis diagram. Now here A1 state is 0 0, message bit 0 is to be transmitted, 0 0 encoded signal is we get, and message bit 1 is to be transmitted, we get 1 1 encoded signal, and this is the B1 state. in that B1 state is 0 1 is the state, and message bit 0 is to be transmitted. 1 0 encoded signal we get the 1 0 encoded signal, and message bit 1 is to be transmitted, we get 0 1 encoded signal. So now here, what is the received signal? What is the input signal or the received signal? 0 1. And what are the encoded signal here? A1 to A2 0 0. A1 to B2, the encoded signal is 1 1. B1 to C2, the encoded signal is 1 0. B1 to D2, the encoded signal is 0 1. So now comparing the difference between this received signal with A1 to A2, received signal with A1 to B2, received signal with B1 to C2, received signal with B1 to D2. Find out the branch matrix. So now here 0, 1 and 0, one element is differ, so the branch matrix is 1. Next, comparing the difference between received signal and received signal and encoded signal 1 1. So 0 1 and 1 1, only one element is differ, so the branch matrix is 1. Branch matrix is 1. Next, calculate the branch matrix of B1 to C2. The received signal is 0 1. Here the encoded signal is 1 0 1 0. So one element is differ here, 0 1 and 1 0. 0 1 and 1 0, two elements differ. So now here the branch matrix is 2. The branch matrix is 2. And 0 1 is the received signal. B1 to D2, the encoded signal is 0 1, and the difference between this received signal and encoded signal 0. So the branch matrix is 0. Next, calculate the running path metric. And how to calculate the running path metric? The running path metric is the summing of the branch metric. So 2 plus 3. Sorry. Now here the A0 to A1, the branch metric is 2, and A1 to A2, the branch metric is 1. So the summing running path metric is 2 plus 1 is 3. So now here the running path metric is 3. And in this case, the running path metric is adding the branch matrix 2 plus 1, 3. Here, the running path metric is adding the branch matrix 0 plus 2, 2. In this path, the running path metric is adding the branch matrix is 0 plus 0 is 0. And this is the second step in Viterbi algorithm. And next step is third step in the Viterbi algorithm. In the same process, now what is the received signal? The given input signal is 1 0 0 1 1 1 is the received signal. Next received signal is 1 1. Now here what are the states? A2, B2, C2, D2. So these states are divided into, each state is divided into two possible next states. 4 into 2, totally 8 possible next states. That 8 possible next states are A3, B3, C3, D3. This A2 is divided into two possible next states, A3, B3. This B2 state is divided into two possible next states, that are C3, D3. This C2 is divided into two possible next states, that are A3, B3. And next D2 is divided into two possible next states, that are C3 and D3. So now where the state 0 0, message bit 0 is to be transmitted, we get the encoded signal is 0 0, and message bit 1 is to be transmitted, the encoded signal is 1 1, and here the state is 0 1, and message bit 0 is to be transmitted, the encoded signal is 1 0, and message bit 0 is to be message bit 1 is to be 1 is to be transmitted, the encoded signal is 0 1, and in this state C2, message bit 0 is to be transmitted, the encoded signal is 1 1, and this path message bit 1 is to be transmitted, the encoded signal is 0 0, the encoded signal is 0 0. And next state D2, that state is 1 1, message bit 0 is to be transmitted, the encoded signal is 0 1. So in this path, message bit 1 is to be transmitted, the encoded signal is 1 0. So now comparing the difference between received signal 1 1 and each branch of the encoded signal. So first comparing the difference between this received signal 1 1 and 0 0 encoded signal. Now here in this encoded signal, in this received signal, two elements are differ, so the branch metric is 2. This is the 2 branch metric. And in this path A2 to B2, the encoded signal is 1 1 and the received signal is 1 1. So now here both the elements are same. Encoded signal and the received signal both are the same. So the branch metric is 0. Next B2 to C2, the received signal is 1 0. Now comparing received signal 1 1 and encoded signal 1 0, only one element is differ. So 1 0, received signal is 1 1 and encoded signal is 1 0. So one element is differ. So the branch metric is 1. And path B2 to D2, the encoded signal is 0 1 and the received signal is 1 1. Here encoded signal is 0 1. One element is differ. So path B2 to D3, the branch metric is 1. And next state is C2. So now here what are the received signals? The received signals are 1 1 0 0. So now comparing the difference between received signal with this encoded signal. The 1 1 is the received signal and encoded signal is 1 1. Both the elements are same. So the branch metric is C2 to A3, the branch metric. Next find out the branch matrix of path C2 to B3. So now here C2 to B3, the encoded signal is 0 0, encoded signal is 0 0 and the received signal is 1 1, and the difference between this received signal and encoded signal branch metric is 2, branch metric is 2. Next state D2. So D2 to C3, the encoded signal is 0 1, encoded signal is 0 1 and the received signal is 1 1. Now here the difference between received signal and the encoded signal, only one element is differ, so the branch metric is 1. Next path D2 to D3, the path D2 to D3, the encoded signal is 1 0 and the received signal is here in this case 1 1. Now here one element is differ, the branch metric is 1. So these are the branch metrics from A2 to A3, A2 to B3, B2 to C3, B2 to D3, C2 to A3, C2 to B3, D2 to C3, D2 to D3. Next calculate the running path metric. So the running path metric is the summing of the branch metrics. So in this direction, the running path metric is adding the branch matrix 2 plus 1 plus 2 equal to 5. So in this path, the running path metric is 2 plus 1 plus 0 is equal to 3. And A0 to A1, A1 to B2, B2 to C3, the running path metric is adding the branch matrix 2 plus 1 plus 2. 2 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 5. This is the 5. This value is 5. 2 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 5. And in this direction, the running path metric is 2 plus 1 plus 1 equal to 4. And in this path, the running path metric is 0 plus 2 plus 0 equal to 2. In this path, the running path metric is 0 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 0 plus now this is the correct, and this is a 4. Now here what is the running path branch matrix 1? So 2 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 4. This is the correct. And this path 0 plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, summing running path matrix. Next, calculate the running path matrix A0 to B1, B1 to D2, D2 to C3 is 0 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. And in this path A0 to B1, B1 to D2, D2 to D3, the running path metric is 0 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So this is the third step of the Viterbi algorithm. So this is the procedure we can determine, we can explain Viterbi algorithm from the given received signal.